Hello, everyone. Hope that you are enjoying your Friday, heading into your Shabbat and your Shabbat of Chanukah. So I hope that this Shabbat for sure is full of a ton of light, clearly, not only the Hanukkah candles, but of course, Shabbat candles as well. And so here we go into the really fabulous Torah portion of Miketz. Miketz is the second of four Torah portions that are in the little unit called Joseph and his brothers. Maybe, like I mentioned last week, the most fascinating, most interesting section of the Torah, in my opinion. These last four Torah portions. Miketz is beautifully connected to Hanukkah because we ended last week's Torah portion with Joseph being in jail, and we begin this week's Torah portion, Miketz, with him getting out of jail. And so it's sort of this already dark to light theme begins in our Torah portion. And then, of course, it's Hanukkah. And so I hope that you have already had two fabulous nights of Hanukkah, heading into our third night together. Clearly, I want us to think about this really cool story that has beautiful light and dark in it, and it is the story of this king who not sure how to dole out his to his heirs the sort of future of the kingdom. He has three sons, and so he gives each of the three sons an empty room to fill, and the son that fills the room the most completely or the most beautifully will inherit the kingdom, is what this story says. And so the king gives the three children a moment to reflect and to go work on their rooms, and then they all come back together. They come back to the first brother. First brother used stones, so it's as if the entire was filled with stones. And so the father says, "This is really great, totally filled. I feel like you could possibly win, but there are holes in between some of the stones because they don't completely fit together." And so then they move to the second room, and the second brother uses hay also to fill the entire space. So even more hay could be in that space, completely filled with hay. And then the father says the exact same thing to the second son. This is really great. However, there is space in between hay when put together. It's not completely, it's not completely together. And so, of course, they go to the third room and they walk in, and it's completely dark. And the third brother takes a moment and then lights a match. And when the third brother lights the match in the complete darkness, just that one match, that one light, if you will, that one candle, that one spark of light fills the entire room. Every crevice, every corner from top to bottom gets filled with light. And so, of course, it's this brother that gets to inherit the kingdom. And so I want to think about this light in our lives, and that really just bringing forth a little bit of light can make a huge difference. It can change so much darkness. We're 448 days our hostages are sitting in the hands of Hamas. That unbelievable darkness that should be hanging over all of us, over our hostages, over their families, over the entirety of the people of Israel. And we keep praying for and hoping for this light that's going to fill the whole space and take them out of their darkness. And this becomes our job. Our job, like that third son, if you will, is to bring forth this light to fill as much space as humanly possible, so that every crevice can be filled with this beautiful light in our lives. So I hope that your Hanukkah has been and will continue to be wonderful, full of light, full of warmth, full of love. Also, of course, latkes and delicious food and sufganiyot. So I hope that you're enjoying all of that as well. Services are at 6:30 this evening. I believe at 5:45. If you register, you can join us for a little food before. So 5:45. 6:30 is our service. And then, of course, Oneg Outer is going to be very special with Sufganiyot. And further Hanukkah celebrations. So we look forward to seeing you very soon. And of course, tomorrow morning, we'll look more into the Torah portion of Miketz at 8:30. And as we always say, and particularly on this Shabbat, let's try and put as much shalom and light into our Shabbat as we possibly can. See you soon.